What is up, guys? It's your boy SB here, and today we're going to be talking about my problems with Pokemon Sword and Shield. Now, before we get into this video, just want to shout out my boy Distant Kingdom. He makes really good videos debunking what people are saying of Pokemon Sword and Shield, which is not true, and he talks about animation quality. He talks about a lot of the problems that this game is having. So, after you watch my video, be sure to check out his videos. Anyways, one of my huge problems with Pokemon Sword and Shield is the fact that the National Dex is being removed because of higher quality animations and to make the Pokemon more expressive. Now, I wouldn't really have a problem with them removing Pokemon if they actually followed what they said. We haven't seen these higher quality animations. We haven't seen Pokemon be more expressive. We've seen a couple of Pokemon be expressive, like Polteageist and Sirfetch'd are really expressive with their animations. But still, they still have somewhat 3DS quality animations. They don't have those super expressive animations that we were expecting. Pokemon Battle Revolution has really good animations, and that game has every Pokemon up to 4th gen. This is just disappointing in my opinion, because you're removing the core asset of Pokemon, which is catching them all, and replacing it with nothing. You're literally taking away something and replacing it with nothing, because we haven't gotten those higher quality animations. Even with Dynamax, some of the Pokemon don't have proper anchor points. When Charizard goes for the fire attack, it comes out of his forehead or his neck, or when Scorbunny goes for it, it comes out of its forehead. It doesn't look good. If they anchor pointed for the fire attack to come out of their mouth, it'd look a lot better, but it just looks lazy. And when a Dynamax Pokemon is done being Dynamax, it's hard to explain. When Pokemon's Dynamax, they're behind the trainer, which is already stupid because the trainer stays far back so it doesn't get hit with, the Pokemon attacks. So the Pokemon being in between the Dynamax Pokemon the trainer being in between a Dynamax Pokemon doesn't make any sense. But the fact that when they stop being Dynamax, they shrink, and the camera just pans to them being in front of the trainer, but they were just behind the trainer, so it looks sloppy. The Pokemon doesn't walk back in front of the trainer. The Pokemon shrinks, and the screen displays them in front of the trainer. It just looks lazy. Speaking of Dynamaxing is really lacking. We haven't seen what Dynamaxing truly is. We've seen that Dynamaxing basically is Megas and Z moves but neutered. It's Megas and Z moves but not as good. Gigantamaxing is kind of like Mega Evolutions, where Pokemon, when they Gigantamax, they look different. It's cool. They have different stats, but it's not the same thing. I get that a lot of competitive Pokemon players can agree that Megas and Z moves somewhat ruin competitive Pokemon, but Dynamaxing is very lacking, especially because we don't even know what it does. I remember when we were first finding about Dynamaxing, we only really truly saw that it raised HP. Like, are you guys excited for this? And every move is replaced with a generic attack. Every fire attack is replaced with a generic attack. And you could say, oh, Z moves are the same thing, but they didn't when it comes to attacks that aren't actually attacks. So if I'm going for Growl or Tail Whip, I can go for Z Growl or Z Tail Whip, where with Dynamaxing, I'm pretty sure if you go for a non-attacking move, the only thing you're gonna get is Max Guard. It's just Protect. Why would anybody want that? I don't know what they're doing. I want to like Sword and Shield, and to a certain extent I do, but it's not to the point where I could easily go back and play an older Pokemon game and be way more excited than what I am now for Pokemon Sword and Shield. I am excited because I'm trying to get into competitive Pokemon hardcore, but Pokemon Sword and Shield is not what's making me excited. My drive to be a competitive Pokemon player is what's making me excited. Anyways, my next huge problem is that the game's draw distance is so bad that you practically have to run up to people for them to even spawn into the game. It looks so bad, and it looks really bad in the wild area, because you get up close and these Pokemon just pop up out of the ground, or flying Pokemon or airborne Pokemon, they just pop in and pop out, pop in and pop out. When you walk outside of the render distance and walk back in, it's just lazy. I feel like Game Freak isn't putting as much effort into Pokemon Sword and Shield as they put into past generations. Hell, even Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun and Moon, it was a huge difference in quality to what Gen 6 was. Even the leap from X and Y to Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, you could tell that they put a lot more effort into these games. And although Game Freak hasn't been the best when it comes to the animations and making the Pokemon super expressive, they at least were trying to make the games look better time and time again. And it just seems like with Pokemon Sword and Shield, they just haven't been doing that. This game is just disappointing. Speaking of the wild area, the game chugs like a train when you engage it in battle. I don't know if you guys have noticed this in the treehouse, but I will show you guys now that this just looks bad. You engage, you run into a Pokemon in the wild area, and the game just chugs for like a good 2 to 3 seconds, and then you get into the Pokemon battle. That's disappointing, guys. This is something that Let's Go didn't even struggle with. What's wrong? Like what are we doing here, guys? What are we doing here? In the PK Freshness episode, we talked about the 7-minute direct, the first direct showing off Pokemon Sword and Shield. I said that this game does not look done. I said that this game shouldn't be coming out this year, and I don't know if I still 100% agree with what I'm saying, but the game looks a lot better than it did originally. They fixed a lot of the muddy, gross textures. They fixed a lot of things, but it still doesn't look good enough for a $60 Pokemon game. I mean, like all the past Pokemon games have been $40, and now because it's a Switch title, they increased it to $60. But we're not it feels like we're paying an extra $20 for nothing, just because it's on the Switch. It's not like, hey, you guys want to play Sun and Moon on the Switch? Here's a graphically better version of Sun and Moon. No. It's a brand new Pokemon generation. So we're literally paying $20 for them to subtract. They're doing a lot of subtracting, not doing a lot of adding. They added some more regional variants, I guess, and that's cool, but that was in the past generation, so it's nothing new. You added Dynamaxing, but Dynamaxing is just subtracting from Z moves and Megas. So all they've done is subtract, and I don't know where they're going with this. I don't want to ramble on. I'm just disappointed with Pokemon Sword and Shield, and I really want the game to be. I want to look forward to it. I'm excited to get into competitive Pokemon. I am somewhat excited to learn more about Dynamaxing, but I'm just not excited for anything like the game itself. I don't know how to explain it. It's just every time something new about the game comes out, people are hopping on the bandwagon and there's going to be 18 gyms. There's going to be 18 gyms. That was disproven. Even like the EXP share in this game, it's not even an item. Just Pokemon automatically gain experience and you can't stop it. So if you're battling with one Pokemon and your other Pokemon gain the experience automatically, kind of like how they did in Let's Go. And I thought they did in Let's Go because Let's Go is supposed to be a bridge between Pokemon Go and regular Pokemon, so we get more people who are playing Pokemon Go to get into the main Pokemon franchise. And I enjoyed Pokemon Let's Go for what it was. I thought it was fun. I thought it was more relaxed and chilled than what a regular Pokemon game was. But this is not what we're getting, guys. This is not what we're getting. We're getting something. I don't know why is the EXP share always on? They in Gen 6 they introduced the new EXP share and people didn't like it, but you could always turn it off. In this game, you can't turn it off. It's literally ingrained in the combat system. This messes up with competitive, with EV training. It just messes up a lot of things. It's just not needed. I know people are gonna be like, oh, it stops grinding. Well, the last EXP share stopped grinding, yet you could turn it off whenever you wanted to turn it off. This is disappointing. I'm tired of having my newer Pokemon way lower level than my older Pokemon, because my older Pokemon keep leveling up, keep getting experience, and I cannot turn it off. I had that problem with Gen 6, I had that problem with Gen 7, and I'm having this problem. I had that problem with Pokemon Let's Go. The thing is that in Gen 6 and Gen 7, I was able to turn it off. I was able to stop that problem, and I did that multiple times. In Gen 8, I won't be able to stop it. I'll just have to deal with it. And I don't know, guys. Leave your suggestions of what I should talk about in the comment section below. Leave your opinions of this video. Let's have a conversation about Pokemon Sword and Shield. I'm not 100% disappointed of everything that this game has to offer, but I'm disappointed with a couple of things, and not even, I'm disappointed with a lot of things. You guys can clearly tell that I want to be excited for this. I've been playing Pokemon since I was 7 years old, but this is not the route that I was expecting them to go. They're just, Game Freak is just declining. Anyways, guys, if you guys like this video, please leave a like. If you didn't like it, go ahead and click dislike. If you didn't like it, I understand. Leave some comments below. If you guys want to talk to me, you guys can join my Discord server. I'm on there all the time. Not that many people are on there, so if you guys want to talk to me, you guys can talk to me. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Instagram. Subscribe. You know the normal stuff. YouTubers plugging their stuff before the video ends. But yeah, that's basically it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.